This conference will now be recorded.
Hi everyone, welcome to KKR Coders YouTube channel, Python tutorials. My name is Puru Srinivas. In this session, I am going to discuss a new operator, the operator Python 3.8 was introduced to a new operator. The operator is called walrus operator. Walrus operator. Now, what is walrus operator? How to use walrus operator in different purposes. Walrus operator. The walrus operator. Okay. Now, in Python, in Python 3.8, 3.8 to 1.0, 2.0 and 3.0 up to 3.8, this operator is not available. And 3.8 and above, 3.8, 3.8.1, 3.8.2 and above, it is available. In Python 3.8 introduced a new operator that is colon equal to. This operator is called a walrus operator. Walrus operator is colon. Ordinary equal to is called as a assignment operator. Colon equal to is a assignment operator. This is a new operator. This operator is called walrus operator. This operator is used. This operator allows us to assign a value to a variable. Assign a value to a variable. Inside the Python expression. Inside a Python expression. And the third very important point is it is a convenient operator which makes our code more compact. And the fourth one, it is a new way. It is a new way to assign the variables within an expression using the colon equal to rotation. And the fifth one, very important. Syntax of declaring a variable. The syntax is using walrus operator. The syntax of walrus operator is variable name colon equal to, it's a walrus operator, variable name colon walrus operator and expression. Here the expression is evaluated and the value is assigned to the variable. Let us explain with the different examples. For example, print of a colon equal to 10. That means up to 3.8 this is not possible. Only 3.8, 3.8 point and above the value. This is operator. The walrus operator is available. This is the to assign the value 10 and print the value. Here in this example, to assign value 10 to variable a, and print it. Clear up here, guys? To assign the value variable a and print it without walrus operator. Without walrus operator, we have to create two lines of code. We have to create two lines of code. One is a equal to 10, a equal to the value 10, and another one is the print of a. This is available. Example one, assign the value 10 and print the value a. Here, using walrus operator, it is used only one line. Assign the value 10 and print the variable value. Here, 3 up to 3.8, assign the value 10 in one line and the variable value another line. Okay, please Understand it here. Okay, A print of A colon equal to 10. A colon equal to 10. That means assign the value 10 to variable A and print it. 10 to variable A and print it. Clear, guys? In this here, in up to 3.8, we are using 2 lines of code. In example 2, for example, we are using walrus operator with if statement. Walrus operator with if statement. Walrus operator with if statement. For example, if x value equal to 10, okay, is greater than 5, colon, print of, okay, x value is above 5. Here, x value is equal to 10, to assign the value. And here, print of x value is below 5. X value is below 5. Let us see the example. For example, here, if x value equal to 10, is greater than 5, print of x is above 5. X value is above 5. Okay, right? And else colon and print of, wait 1 minute. And here write the logic. Here if x colon equal to 10 is greater than 5, print of x value is above 5. Else print of x value is below 5. Clear, guys? Clear? Here this statement x is a variable, to assign the value is 10 first. Okay, this walrus operator is used to x is a variable, to assign the value 10. Here 10 is greater than 5. This condition returns true. Now execute this statement. The value is above 5. Now run the program. Run this program. Here the x value is above 5. For example, here the x value equal to, for example, assign the value. Run the module. X value is below 5. Here what happens? First of all, this is a walrus operator. This walrus operator create a variable x and assign the value 3. 3 is greater than 5. This condition returns false. Then immediately execute this statement. Okay, clear, guys? Up to here, clear. And next one, for example, here how to use walrus operator in if statement. Clear up to here. And the next another example, we can use the walrus operator in using with while loop. We can use the while loop, walrus operator. And one more example, example 3. Okay, example 3, walrus operator with while loop. Walrus operator with while loop. How to use a while loop in walrus operator? For example, the words equal to, this is a empty list. Words equal to, it is a empty list. Now while word equal to, some input, some value, input of enter any word. Okay, clear? Enter any word. That is not equal to quit. That is not equal to quit and colon. That is not equal to quit value, quit, clear, and words dot append of word. After completing the loop, print the value of the word. All the words values are printed. Okay, clear? Enter any word that is not equal to quit. The value is added to the given list. The given list is basically, it is empty. The given list is basically empty. After enter any word that is not equal to quit. Here the value is assigned to word that is not equal to quit. The word is assigned to words list. Otherwise the loop is exited. Okay, clear? Run this one only. This is executed only 3 point and above. Very important point. The walrus operator is executed only 3 point above. So now we can use the 3 point above 3.8.2 software. Enter any word. For example, one word is Python. Okay. Enter any word C. Enter any word CPP. Enter any word Java. Enter any word Django. Enter any word data science. Okay. Data science. Enter any word quit. Oh, quit. And whenever you are pressing a quit, enter the quit word, they immediately exit from the loop. Up to here, each and every word are added to the given list. After entering, the list values are Python, C, CPP, and Java, and so on. Okay, clear, guys, up to here. Now, and one more example. There is a fourth example. Walrus operator with for loop. Walrus operator with for loop. How to use walrus operator in for loop? For example, these are the languages. Okay, now here, for example, the languages are, one language is Python. For example, one language is C. One language is CPP. Okay. For example, one language is Java. For example, okay. For example, one language is Pascal. For example, one language is Fortran. These are the different programming languages. These are the different programming languages. This is a list of languages. Clear list of languages. Here for loop. For I in languages. So languages first value is assigned to I. That is my very first time I value is Python. Second time I value is C. Third time I value is CPP. Fourth time I value is Pascal, and so on. The loop is executed. If n value is not equal to n value assigned equal to length of I. The length of I value is assigned to n. The length of I value is assigned to I. N. Please observe this. The length of I value is assigned to n value is less than 5 or greater than any value is less than 5 print of some message, some warning. Okay, warning. The language I'm using some format as below 5 characters. The language as characters. Okay. Warning, the language has either 5 characters or 10 characters. Okay, characters, and so on. Dot you are using double quotes or single quotes. You are using single quotes. Here are closing also single quotes. Dot format of I comma n value. Clear? Okay, guys, up here. Run this program in 3.8 and above. Here, observe this. You are using 3.8 and above. Now run this one. Languages, the values are Python, C, CPP, Pascal, Java, and Fortran, and so on. So I value is languages. The first I value is Python. So length of I value is 6. So that is assigned to n value. That means 6 less than 5. This condition returns false. So this is not executed. Again, the control goes to back. Next time I value is C. So length of n value, I value, length of I value is 1. And that is assigned to n value, C value. So now there is a warning. The language C has only 1 character. Run this one. Okay, the language C has 1 character, CPP has 3 characters, Java has 4 characters. This is for loop. Okay, walrus operator with for loop. Walrus operator using for loop. Using walrus operator. For example, same one without walrus operator. This is a program for walrus operator. Same one without using walrus operator. Same one how to use without using walrus operator. Here now modify the value. N equal to length of I. After compare this value. That is the difference between with walrus operator and without walrus operator. Please observe this one. Same output. The length value. Here the length value assigned to n and check the value. Here within only one statement, the length value is assigned to n and check immediately. This is for loop with walrus operator, the for loop without walrus operator. So walrus operator in different example. Okay, guys, now clear all of you. Thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more videos, watch more videos in Python or JavaScript or C or CPP or Java programming language, subscribe KKR Coders. Thanks for watching this video.